In this episode, we're going to be fitting all the brand new parts I bought from BMW on my E36. Welcome back to another video. So in this box is all the parts that I've been able to buy to put onto my E36. It's tiny, small things that I've gone through in other videos. And if you haven't checked those out, make sure you watch the previous videos to know where we've gotten to today. But before we get started, let's show you exactly what we're going to be doing on this car. Now this has been really cool because in this box is all brand new parts from BMW, which means that if you go to any dealership, you'll be able to get all of these factory parts for your car. And I've been really excited about that because I thought parts wouldn't be available, but to my surprise, there's tons of this stuff available for the E36. And what we're going to be tackling here is the front end. So most importantly, we've got ourselves brand new indicators, we've got beading trim on the front, and we've also got fog lights because those weren't looking so great. And these tiny touches are going to improve the looks dramatically. And as we go on to the video, I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing to the side of the car as well as the rear, and show you exactly once we've finished clean it up what it looks like with all these parts. So you would have seen in the beginning of the video, I went to a hardware store and I got this. These are trim removal tools, very essential because you might want to use a screwdriver if it's lying around, but that's not the right thing to do because you can scratch the body panels or even damage some of the brittle plastic because it's an old car. So my suggestion to you is get one of these. They're inexpensive, they're under 250 Rand, and they're a game changer because it helps you remove things. But let me show you exactly, now that we've got the front beading off, just how bad it was. So this is obviously aged, it was painted, but you can see that this was scratched and it was taken a beating over the years. It probably just touched something, but these are things that are going to improve because we're going to replace it with new. So it is painted and we're going to have a factory like matte finish, but this is what the one side looked like. And it comes in different parts. So this is the other side, same thing. It's really chipped and scratched. But interestingly enough, this was the number plate holder. It wasn't as bad. Probably the top lining here was quite a bit faded, so that was something that came off quite easily, and then a small trim piece that was also pretty good. But then we've got the brand new parts, which are these, and it's really crazy that I got these brand new. So let's go ahead and fit these on the car. So the car is quite dirty, and that's on purpose because I want to clean it afterwards. But when you remove the trim, you'll find a lot of dirt that's caked up underneath that. And that's something that wasn't picked up from the detailing that we did do because we didn't remove that because we knew we were going to replace it. So all you got to do is take some water with a little bit of soap, can be any soap. You're just going to spray it on there, let it soak, spray it again, wipe it off, wash it off. And then after that, we'll install the trim and see how it looks. So now that the old pieces are off, we're going to put on the new panel strips. It's actually 4 pieces. So you've got right, left, a small centerpiece that goes there, and then you've got the number plate brackets. So I'm excited to put them on. So let's chuck them on the car and see what they look like afterwards. So just by putting the beading, the car looks so much better. It looks completely transformed. But the next part of the front bumper are these two really important pieces. As you saw in the previous video, the fog light covers were absolutely horrendous. They were just completely damaged. But if you open up these new packets, you can see here we have a brand new one, which is going to go on the front. So let's stick those in, get the old ones off, and transform this car. So these are my next two goodies, and it's probably the piece I'm looking forward to most on the front of the car. These are brand new side indicators. Now you're probably wondering, why am I doing this? It's because the rubber on the side is fading and it's not stuck on as properly on the light. But mostly I noticed when I was indicating at night, one is brighter than the other because it may have been replaced and it does look a bit faded and cracked, but these are brand new from BM and I've got them. So we're going to take off the old, show you what that looks like, and then stick on the new, and hopefully it's going to make the front look so crazy cool. So I got the old on the right hand side and the new right hand side, so I just want to show you the difference. So this has obviously never been changed. It's got a lot of surface cracks and age and stone chips here. That's just from time and age, and obviously we did polish them, so they're still in great condition. There's no doubt about that. You flip it over, but you can see the rubber is obviously starting to come out, the glue's gone, so it's not obviously weather sealed. This is also starting to come out, and it's lasted a long time. But if you compare it to this one, you can see very big difference. So clear, the color's completely different, it's completely new. And also if you look at the side, you can see the plastics are a lot more newer, the sealing is a lot better here. So this is definitely gonna obviously keep the water out, but it's gonna change how it looks, especially when you put them side by side. You can see that the bottom old, top new, you can see that the color is definitely going to change and it's going to look a lot newer than before. Let me tell you something, doing this in the Johannesburg 36-degree plus heat is not easy, but what is easy are these next pieces that are going on. So both of these are side indicators, and it's quite cool because you would think it'll be quite a complicated piece, but if you take it out here, I'll show you, it's one unit. So literally all you need is your star screwdriver. You unscrew that bit there, unplug the light cable, plug it in, stick it in, and then you've got updated side indicators. Alright, so we got the side indicator off, and now you can see that the old one is not so bad. It just is aged like the other parts, but also you can see it's just got tons of dirt on there. The rubbers are extremely hard, and that's obviously not great because over time, if you move it, it'll scratch the paint. Here's the new one, obviously comes with a nice silicone rubber, so that's going to protect that. So we're going to put this in and clean up that area and do the same to the other side. Okay, so that was not easy, but this is the final piece of the puzzle and a bit of a sucky one. So I'm gonna do the beading of the left and right of the rear bumper. However, I only managed to get left and right because the middle is sold out, completely gone. They'll never make it again. So I'll have to be on the hunt to find a centerpiece. However, the centerpiece isn't bad, but the most damaged or scratched parts are the left and right. So all we can do are fit these in, see how it looks, and hopefully one of you watching out there will lead me to that, or we'll be able to find one in the future and fit it. But for now, let's install the rear beading. There we go. This was a lot harder than I thought, especially in this heat, but the Lego car is just making me so much happier because everything clicks into place. But now that we've got all the parts that I was able to get, let's get this car clean and show you exactly what the end results are. Whew. Now that is totally worth it. I got the car all clean and it's looking so much better. That was 10 out of 10, the best thing you can ever do. And if you ever want to work on your car, that is a rewarding experience. And I don't know if you can tell, but the car looks 10 times better. But I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to let you see the visuals for yourself. What I've been enjoying about this content series is taking you guys on a journey to show you what the car was like when I first bought it to what you see now. And it's amazing what a couple of small things can do for the car. In fact, it looks so much more better than when I first got it. In fact, the value's probably gone up, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But if you remember on the second episode, I took you through 36 things wrong with the car. But in actual fact, up until now, we've actually done 14 things. So let me take you through what exactly has been transformed on the car. Might not be perfect, but it's nice to tick these things off the list. So let's go ahead and start off with number 1. So starting with number 1, the main thing that we fixed is the body. Now, I spoke to a couple of friends who have classic cars and some E36 owners, and they said that the patina is what makes the car. Now, some people will go through the lengths, depending on how bad the car is, to go and fix it and to respray it. But mine only had minor scuffs and scratches, and I decided to keep it because it's part of the car's history. When there's something major, maybe I'll spray it, but getting the detail and bringing it back to life, seeing that original white paint gave me so much joy. So ticking that off the list, I don't think we need to spray it now. So keeping it white in that pristine condition, maybe we'll give it a nice ceramic coat, but for now I like what we've done to it and the body is looking absolutely fresh. So the second and third thing was the dents and scratches, but I covered that just now, where I said that I wanted to keep the history of the car. So because I brought the paint back to life with a paint correction and a full detail, I actually appreciate it a lot more. So the 2 and 3 things that are now done is the dents and scratches along with the paint. Number 4 and 5 is the front indicators. That's the ones next to the main headlights. We've given them a brand new set from BMW, which means that the old faded ones have been replaced with OEM factory ones. It looks so much better. I know we have to replace the lights, but just putting that on the car already makes it look brand new. Number 6 is the front bumper. It's already been changed, but that's because of the next one. Now, number 7 and 8 is the front beading. We've done the left and right, but we've also done the center with the number plate bracket. You guys would have seen that I put a new number plate on it, but just by changing the beading, it actually brought back to life the front bumper, which means that I don't need to fix it at all. On top of that, we've also changed the fog light covers. Now, the fog light covers are number 9 and 10, which means that by doing just the beading and the fog lights, this front bumper already looks transformed. Even though it has minor scuffs, I think I'm going to keep it like that because I think it's pretty cool, but also it's not too major to go and get the whole thing redone. Number 11 is the bumper slide. Now, in the video, you would have seen that the bumper was out of alignment. It was actually quite an easy fix. All I needed to was to take out the front bumper, slot it back in, and as you guys can now see, the front bumper slide is properly in, and the bumper actually looks flush to the body, which I'm quite excited about. Now, number 12 and 13 is the side indicators that we replaced from new from factory, which means that it's given it a brand new refreshed look, and that also transformed the look of it. It's not dull, but it's also super bright because, fun fact, when I installed them, they actually came with an indicator bulb inside it. So I didn't need to replace those, which means that inside, on top of the lens cover, it actually looks very, very nice. And the last thing is the rear bumper beading. That's 14 and 15. Now, this is quite cool because it means that with that just missing the centerpiece, the whole back bumper changes. We've gotten rid of all of those scratches. So just 22 things left, but already the car's looking mighty fine and fresh, and I can't wait to see what I'm going to do, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys are enjoying the new content that you're seeing, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe because this helps me make more cool videos. But I just want to give a cool shout out because if you've been enjoying these crisp and nice visuals, I just want to let you know we have a brand new cam setup. Now, because of Canon SA, we've been able to get an upgrade to our gear. So apart from using the beautiful R5, we've now got a C300 with a beautiful cinema lens, and it's looking super fly. In fact, I love seeing how this video came out. So we're going to be shooting a whole bunch of new content going forward with this cam, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Also, we've got the best SD cards, which is CF Express from Delkin Devices. That's also helping us put a stack of information onto this, because these cameras record gigs and gigs. So without them and this cam setup, that's just a beautiful pairing. We wouldn't be able to bring you this. So if you like any of what you're seeing, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. 2024 has been such a good year for me in the content space. I was able to chase a lot of dreams, but also to get down to do things I really wanted to do, especially on the E36. I got a whole bunch of parts. It took me forever to do it, but I'm happy to be able to do it more consistently. So if you want to see more of the content, make sure you check out my page and check out the other videos. If you want to see something different, let me know in the comments. But otherwise, it's been good seeing you guys this year, and I hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you on the next one.